folks, it's Nito with AP 2020 Outdoors. You know, if you guys have followed my videos, you know I'm pretty doggone anal about my reloading, assembling all my centerfire cartridges, looking for the utmost in accuracy. And last week I did a video on the new Garrow firearms development 17 HMR AR-15 complete upper. I shot 100-yard 10-shot groups with Hornady VMAX, the older Hornady ammo, 10 plus years old, the CCI A17 17 grain ammunition, and then the Winchester 20 grain XTP. Now the groups, you know, I would probably attribute maybe 50-60% were wider, probably because of the changing wind conditions. I had about a 7 to 8 mile an hour wind when I originally arrived at the video production location. By the time I got set up and started shooting, the wind had switched from about 12 o'clock to about 2 o'clock. So I noticed the groups were kind of favoring to the left of my original aiming position. So with that being said, I started doing some research on rimfire ammunition. Now I have known about this for years, but I really never have been a rimfire match shooter, so to speak. I've always been a hunter. So I started doing my homework, and one thing that I've found, like I said, that I've known, is that they had these actual case gauges that measure the thickness of the rim itself, because that's where the priming compound is located. Now you're wondering, why do you even care about measuring the rim thickness? Well, before we get into the rim fires, let's look at a typical centerfire cartridge. If you all know anything about reloading, and maybe not even so much about reloading, but if you know anything about cartridges, there's a term defined as headspace. And headspace is a very critical dimension. It is actually the dimension from the base of the cartridge to a datum point somewhere on the shoulder. Now that dimension is very critical because all cartridges have a SAMI spec headspace, which determines where the case itself is located in the chamber of your rifle. If the headspace is too excessive in a chamber, that means the case is not going to stop on a hard stop in the chamber itself. If it's too tight, then you won't be able to actually chamber the cartridge with the bolt fully closed in a bolt action, or in a semi-automatic, it just won't chamber. The bolt will be short of being fully closed. Now with rimfire cartridges, headspace is defined as the thickness of the rim itself. So that's how all rimfires, 22 Magnum, even the 5mm Remington mag, if you all remember that from the 60s and 70s, and now the 17 HMR, they all headspace on the thickness of the rim when the bolt is closed. So as I started doing my homework, I'd seen that there were several gauges out there for sale, and I actually started looking at my centerfire cartridges, and just by coincidence, the 243 Winchester, the ID of the neck dimension happens to match the OD of the 17 HMR and probably the 22 Magnum case. So all I did was I simply took my calipers and I zeroed my calipers on the case, and then I just started measuring the thicknesses of the case of the rims themselves. And it's very interesting. You know, you call me a nerd or a techno freak. I'm an engineer by trade, but I'm also a very astute and fastidious reloader and connoisseur of accurate rifles. So I had 177 of the CCI A17 17 HMR rounds left. I had sat there, I spent over an hour just measuring all these loaded ammunition, and the vast majority of the ammunition fell within 0.055 to 0.046, so 46 thousandths of an inch thick. In fact, I had 50 out of 177 at 46 thousandths of an inch, and I had 50, just by coincidence, of the 177 at 0.0455. Now, the remaining actually had, let's see, 25 at 45 thousandths of an inch. So that was 14%. And then, of course, I had several, these right here. These actually fell between 47 thou and 0.0475 thou rim thickness. And then I had, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I had 10 that were just grossly out of spec. I think 3 or 4 were like 0.0435 to 0.044. And surprisingly, I had 3 that were 0.048. Now, you know, you think, oh, you're just splitting hairs, Nito. It really shouldn't matter. Well, it does matter. So, if you look at the groups I shot last week, I'm going to replay the video. I had 2 or 3 that were clearly out of the main dispersal of the group itself, clearly over an inch away from the center of the group. So I plan on doing some shooting today or tomorrow, but I'm here in Ohio. We've got, it's cold. I don't care so much about the cold. I mean, it's like, you know, low 30s. The bad thing is the wind. We've got like 12 to 15 mile an hour winds. I'm not going to shoot the 17 HMR when the wind conditions are that, you know, gusty. I'll wait till calmer day. But anyways, I wanted to share some of my insight on measuring rim thicknesses for rimfire cartridges. I think it's pretty interesting. I'm very excited now because now at least I've removed that element of doubt in my mind, and now physically that element of variation from the ammunition. Now I know some guys go to the next step, is that they actually weight sort the ammunition, which I may or may not do. I don't know. I've got some stuff to get done today. But anyways, this is Nito with AP 2020 Outdoors. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Really excited about having this new Garrow firearms development 17 HMR upper for my AR-15. Let's see what else. Oh, don't forget, support our Second Amendment rights. We need to unite as one group and keep fighting the good fight. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you later.